there was an idea to bring together a podcast to see if certain movies had a lasting impact on cinema history, to see if they were keystones or copycats. This season on Keystone Copycats, Marvel Madness. Hello and welcome to Keystone Copycats, Chris and Zach. I, of course, am your host, Zach, and he, of course, is your other host.
Hello.
Hey there, buddy boy.
It's me. It's me. It's that D-O double G.
Oh, boy.
Together again with, it's just Ass Man. I don't know what, I can't remember what he says, but it's just Mr. Ass.
I don't know music.
Oh,
no. It's not really my thing.
Well, that is music. That's, from the New Age Outlaws. An Attitude Era tag team.
Okay.
It's a Road Dogg, which I sent you a lot of gifs of the Road Dogg Jesse James doing his little shuffle before he knee drops somebody. I used to send that to you a lot, and you didn't appreciate it. I think you didn't appreciate it because you didn't know who it was, but now that you do, you're going to go back in our text messages and find it from, 8 years ago.
Oh, I don't have those.
What?
Yeah, my phone died.
Oh, you haven't been stalking these?
Oh, I save everything.
Oh, you stocked them
I'm
all.
a data hoarder. I don't know if you know this about me.
Except for when you lost the phone.
Yeah, my phone died and had to get factory reset, and I lost everything.
It's dead.
I'm dead.
Oh, that's sad. Hey, speaking of dead,
ooh, I'm a ghost.
I got a. That's what I'm gonna get at. I got a ghost. I think there's a ghost in my house. Do you want to know why, though?
I would love to know why.
Because every time I fall asleep downstairs with a TV on, like I have on Hulu, and then somehow Crime TV every single night. Crime TV comes on, and it's all about like murder mysteries or whatever. And I think it's the ghost who just likes watching Crime TV in my house.
What is Crime TV?
I don't even know. I don't think I have TV. That's why I don't understand how it happens. I'm never awake when the switchover happens. I'm watching Hulu, and then boom, just TVs on my television, and it's always set on Crime TV.
So here's what I think happened.
Yep.
I think your ex-wife somehow is technologically savvy. Like, she played the long con to make us think that she didn't understand technology in any way, but really is, so she could program your TV to turn on to this channel every night at the same time.
Because she likes Crime TV?
No, to mess with you, but also yes.
Why'd you choose her?
Well, I mean...
Why'd you want to talk about her?
I mean, I wanted...
Yeah. Now it's weird for both of us.
I don't know.
All right.
Well, who else would have done it?
I thought it was fucking reason. I thought there was just a ghost, and you went there. You went there. There.
Look.
I don't know why I said it like that.
You went there, boy.
You went there, boy.
So my thought is that I choose not to explain with spooks and specters something that I can't explain with a vindictive ex-wife.
Oh.
That's my thought.
Gotcha. I focused on specters.
Yeah.
Also the spooks.
Like the James Bond movie.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You ever see that one?
No.
Spectre?
No.
So we watched before our newest baby was born, we got into the Daniel Craig.
Hey, congratulations.
James Bond movies. Yeah.
Okay.
You've said that, yes.
No, I mean, that's cool.
All right. But we got into the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, and
Little baby girl, huh?
The last one we saw was Skyfall. Like, she didn't get to see... I've seen Spectre before, but she didn't get to see it, and we still haven't seen... what's the new one called?
I don't know. I like
Something about dying?
I like Skyfall.
Skyfall was great.
Because of all the booby traps.
Titty traps, they're called.
Yeah. They're like, hang on, we got a bunch of old antique guns. We'll make booby traps instead of using them.
Yeah. It was adult Home Alone in James Bond. I thought it was great. I thought the way that it, like, a lot of James Bond movies end in like this spectacular like action scene and like crazy stuff happening, but it got a lot smaller where it's just him and like the groundskeeper and M, and they're like taking on, Javier Bardem, which was awesome.
And I think they changed the ending because of M, who actually did have cancer, and the actress had cancer in real life, so they weren't sure if she was coming back, right?
Yeah,
so
and
I
think she said, and I think she said like she was only going to do like a couple more. So I don't remember exactly, but it is something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's
that.
That's something.
Well, so we still have to watch Spectre and No Time to Die. That's the other one. That's what it's called. No Time to Die is the newest one.
Oh, well, case closed.
That's a wrap.
Or I'm sorry, was it cage closed?
And that's
cage closed.
The Tooth.
You want to hear a new idea I got?
I would love to hear a new idea you've got.
Okay, it's a kitchen apron, right?
Okay.
And it's got the arms built into it. And
no, you're just talking about a smock.
Okay, hang on. It's a kitchen apron that you cook in, and it's got two arms in there. One's holding a spatula, and one's holding, I don't know, maybe another spatula. I don't really know what else your other hand does. Like,
how many? I cook with multiple spatulas.
Okay, so 2 spatulas. One's like the mixing, the batter.
One's really sharp, and the other one is kind of curved and has like a bowl. And then, like it's almost a spoon.
And then on the front, it says "More arms to love you with." And then you have the other arm, your real arms, and you can hold your.
Oh, so there's fake arms.
Oh, yeah, the fake arms on.
I see.
Thing. Yeah, see.
I thought you were saying they were like sleeves, but you said arms and you meant literal
like
arms.
Print,
no,
like
I'm
prints.
with you.
And then we sell that to
lonely housewives
who just desperately want attention.
Can the arms on the apron be like really hairy, so it's like a man is holding you?
No, yeah, it's yeah. That's what I thought it was.
Which of our arms is hairier, do you think?
I actually have more hair than you. It's just blonde.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And you got more arm because you're thicker than me.
Because I'm beefy.
Because you're strong as shit.
I'm so strong. You can tell from my voice how strong I am.
Yeah, I have, the Polands have, they all have long arm hair. It's a weird trait that
Polands have very long arm hair.
This is fucking awkward. I remember seeing my great uncle once, and I went, "Wow, look at that! Look what I have to look forward to." Great uncle.
You ever do one of those like old guy things where you like look in the mirror and there's a really long eyebrow hair, and you're like, "How long has that been there?" Like, have people been looking at me with this crazy long eyebrow hair?
Yeah, I have one that grows in all the time. It's white. It's on this side, and every time I'm like, "Okay, I'm weird."
No, yeah,
I got to pull up my weird eyebrow hair.
As I've gotten older, my like beard, which is like, a combination of brown, orange, and whatever is like, I just find I found random white hairs, but I've also found random clear hairs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
What are you growing?
This isn't a thing.
Growing dental floss out of your
what am
face.
I, a fucking polar bear? Apparently their hair is clear.
That's
not white at all.
That's a lie. They're white.
Look.
I've seen them.
Look.
Listen, you can't just come in here and drop bombs like that and expect me not to debunk them right away.
No,
like, here's the thing.
You'll bunk them, and
like,
then you'll debunk
white bears
them.
are white. Black bears, black. I don't know any others. Red bear. Well, I'm brown. Wait. I forgot about
brown.
I forgot about brown bear. It's called a brown bear.
Okay.
And somehow I was going
or grizzly.
I was going to go red panda, but like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like a red panda. They're adorable.
You know what I can't turn down? Videos of panda bears falling.
No, it's great. They just lose their balance and roll.
So dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. And they eat bamboo.
Yeah, it's a bamboovement.
When they poop. I get it. I see what you did there. So how you doing?
I don't know, man. This is a weird one. This is a weird start to the week. I'm still ill, mentally ill.
Oh no.
And in fact, I'm going to cough right now.
Cough, 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 cough.
Forgive me.
That's what it sounds like when he coughs.
So, do we go into the movie, or do we have any other nonsense? Do we just need to get the hell out the way real fast?
Any other flim flam we want to dilly dally with?
I don't know. I got random things that happened to me this week, but like none of them are going to blend.
I would guess that they were less random and more like you caused them to happen.
Well, my memory caused one of them. I had one of those odd memories that I don't know why it came back or what I need to do with it. And it was back when I was taking private art, or I'm sorry, I was taking private art lessons, but I was doing homeschooling, and I was in this group art class thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, we had to go get the paper and draw whatever we wanted to while we were waiting for our parents to come pick us up. And I just decided to draw a 3D middle finger flicking off the viewer. And then for whatever reason, I was scared I was going to get in trouble, but I didn't realize that I put it back in the pile up front. So then my teacher held it up and was like, okay, who drew this? Because clearly someone had drawn a middle finger, presented it to her, and was like, hey, fuck off. And I just had, she kept looking at me like she knew it was me. There's only one person that came up and said, oh, I didn't use, perfect. He's showing me a picture of middle fingers that you're never going to see. But
you'll see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
No, I'm rummaging. I'm frantically rummaging through these drawers in my desk because I have a literal stack of weird ass drawings that you made and
nice.
gave to me 15 years ago.
Great.
They're
I'm glad you kept them. We probably don't need to rummage through them.
No. I want you to describe them because they're insane.
But no, it was clearly me, and I don't know what to do with that memory.
Yeah.
That I didn't. The thing is this is all of my stories. I didn't mean to do this.
Yeah.
I totally did it, and now I have to remember it.
Do you ever think about the time that we went to trivia and you drew on a Post-it a close-up of a crotch in jeans with a big hole in it and a penis sticking out?
I draw a lot of...
Because I have that still.
I'm a male. I draw a lot of penis.
Yeah, I don't draw penises that much. I drew today. I was drawing with my daughter with chalk on the front porch, and I drew a mug with steam coming off it and an angry face. And I showed my wife, and she said, "Oh, you drew some hot chocolate." And I told her it was a mean mug, and she got mad at me because it was so stupid.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Pretty good. No, I don't remember that drawing. I don't remember a lot of my drawings.
I'm gonna show you it. If it wasn't across the room, I'd be showing you it right now. Yeah, that's right. You looked at the bookcase oh no, there's a whole library of my art over there, isn't there?
Yeah, it was. I don't mean to upset people, but I just don't remember a lot of what I do.
Yeah.
I had a buddy over last night, and he kept telling me stories. Hey, remember when you did this? I'm like, no,
no.
And no. How'd you forget? And I don't know how to say I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of fun things.
It's fun things. Yeah.
Keep track of them all. Also, I'm not paying attention a lot. So
yeah, I think when you sow so much chaos in your life.
Is that me?
Yeah, no, it's hard to catalog it all. So that's literally why you have me, because I've always been sober. I've never been inebriated. So I'm always there to witness and remember this and remind you later of the ridiculous things that you've done.
I've been sober for a little over a year now, and I've noticed that the nonsense hasn't really stopped. It's more that I don't pay attention. I get in a lot of trouble because I just don't pay attention.
Well, here's the thing though. I think that, and to be, I guess, slightly serious for a minute, which I don't like. I think towards the end of you drinking, I think the nonsense was a little angrier. It was a lot more well, fuck them, I'm gonna do this thing. There was a lot more of that, and now it's back to the lighthearted silliness of it, you know?
Well, You're welcome. I don't know what to do with that information.
I'm just saying. I mean, I like it. I think it's good.
I'm sorry that you guys all deserved punishment.
It was like your personality is like a panel of knobs, and you just have you just had the ridiculousness cranked the entire time, but over the years you just turned up the anger more and more, where you're like, fuck this, and now you're not as angry, which is lovely.
Well, cool.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's probably why people like you.
Like's a strong word for me.
Yeah, I guess.
You want to talk about this movie?
What movie?
Yeah.
Are we a podcast that talks about movies?
1996 Ant-Man, starring Drake and
Josh.
Josh and Donnie Darko. Paul Rudd.
Drake Gyllenhaal.
Andy Griffith Stein. Andy Griffith Steiner. You want to pull it up?
I don't know what.
Pulling up?
I am pulling it up because I have had to take notes in a weird way that I don't like.
Nice.
What movie from 1990? Did you just make all that up, or is there actually a movie?
No,
from 1996.
No, I didn't make it. I didn't make any of it up.
I don't like what's happening.
Someone turned my dial up. Apparently,
Andy Griffith Steiner. You called him. We are talking about Ant-Man.
I stopped writing down the actors' names, so I just have to.
No, I used to do it. I used to do it all when I wrote it in my book, but I've had to take notes on my iPad because I've been watching movies while holding a baby. Like it's just
Is that the reaction?
The fuck is wrong with you?
The reaction you wanted?
No,
That's what you deserve.
I'm just telling you why that I haven't written the stuff down.
Oh, I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
You kind of did.
All right.
Anywho, directed by Peyton Reed and starring Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Corey Stoll, Evangeline Lilly.
Is that Kate?
Yeah.
Kate from Lost?
Yeah. This
I'm
has
going to
got a
refer
lot
to
of
her
great
as
people
Kate,
in
by
it.
the way, from Lost.
Okay.
That's how I remember her.
Okay.
So Kate from Lost is in this.
Yeah. I love the scene where she tells Paul Rudd we have to go back to the island.
I didn't really watch that show that much.
Yeah.
I watched that show a lot because I was trying to date a girl that liked that show.
Was it my sister?
Nothing.
Because she liked it a lot.
Nothing. No.
You know what I have to say to that?
Yeah.
It was the photo of middle fingers.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't just fucking show me shit.
You're supposed to react.
I have to
you can't just say.
I have to describe.
You can't just say in the flattest tone possible. Yeah. That's nothing. You're killing me.
Okay, hang on. I got a synopsis for this.
You got a synopsis for this?
Yep. Well, I mean, ish.
Oh,
all
boy.
right. Scott Lang has a troubled past. He's a thief. He's a lover. He's a burglar. I can't really read.
Why are you winking?
I was trying to
You
squint.
winked at your paper.
I was trying to squint. Did I wink?
You winked at your paper.
Hang on. He's a burglar. Wink. And he's a highly trained specialist burglar. And I didn't write one. I'm not gonna lie.
This is very bad.
If
If you were improvising off the top of your head, having seen this movie recently, you would come up with something better than that.
Scott Lang was he's Ant-Man, and he's a burglar, and he's gonna infiltrate his way
into your heart,
the bad guy.
Armed with a super suit with the astonishing ability to shrink in scale but increase in strength, cat burglar Scott Lang must embrace his inner hero and help his mentor, Dr. Hank Pym, pull off a plan that will save the world.
That's what I said. That was verbatim.
No, I was playing it back. That was you.
Oh, that was me?
That was you.
Yeah, it sounded right.
You sound weird.
I said burglar. So I got
burglar.
Partial credit.
What do you think about the Hamburglar?
Oh.
How much better would this movie be if you replaced Paul Rudd with the Hamburglar playing Ant-Man?
How much better would it be if you just had Paul Rudd have to put on the Hamburglar outfit instead of the Ant-Man costume?
I mean, I'd be into that. What, like a Marvel-style cinematic universe, except it's like the McDonald's crew?
How?
Like Ronald is Cap?
I'm going to ignore you. How?
Because you don't want to think of Grimace as the Hulk, because obviously that's what he would be.
So, the beginning of this, Hank Pym... They did the digital young...
The de-aging?
Yeah, the de-aging.
I thought it was better than I've seen it in a lot of movies.
Yeah. Didn't look too bad.
No, I thought it worked really well.
Do you think, in the future, when we can control time better than we do now, almost like a time machine, do you think we will go back and just record scenes with when the actors were younger, to save time? Or not save time.
I don't know.
Yes.
Probably not. But because I guess...
You think the computers will be so advanced that we don't need to do time travel?
Yes, but also I think that if we are so advanced that we have time travel, I don't know that we would be using it for such trivial things as movies.
I think once you break down the barrier of the time restraint, you just use it all the time.
Oh, sure.
You go back and you find out if the Wendy's... bacon cheeseburger, the junior
was
bacon
better
cheeseburger was
or
better
bigger
or not, or bigger.
Did you say bigger
and better?
and back at Wendy's.
No, I think you constantly go back to try different hamburgers. I think that's all of them. Like, if I had a time machine, I think that saving the world is too big for me. I'm going to be the first one to say it. I don't know that just because you give me a time machine, I'm going to help.
Yeah, no, I think
that I got to go back. I got to find my ground. You got to give it a couple test runs. You go back.
You have sex with yourself, because obviously that's what you would do.
Go back 10 years and how it is, and then you try the burger there, and you're like, okay, it was good. And then you come back, and you go, okay, that was success. 20 years before, oh, try that burger. And you come back, and you're like, hey, that was great. And then, you keep going, and then in that time, it would have been delicious.
Okay, hang on. I've got an idea for a wrinkle in the time travel theory that no one ever talks about.
Okay.
So you travel back 20 years, you eat a burger.
Yeah.
It's delicious. You love it. You're super satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
You come back. Does that food age forward 20 years in your stomach, so all of a sudden it's like rotten and you get very sick? So, would you have to stick around in the past long enough to poop it out before you could come back to the future?
No, because you couldn't possibly get all of it out.
Of course you could.
Because it's like your body's naturally...
Well, no, but then it's you. That's different.
How? How is it?
Science.
When does food become you? That's the deeper question.
And that's the point of our podcast. We talk about the deeper... philosophical fast food questions.
I think it's almost like your body makes a force field of the food, and it's protective because it's good food too. And that's why
because it's good food.
No, I was about to debunk my own comment. I'm like, but if you eat some bad food, you don't want that. So that then you come back and get sick. But you already get sick when you eat bad food. So maybe we actually. I don't know where we were in the conversation, but I know you get sick when you eat bad food. So, time travel.
Let me ask you a question.
I can't remember what we were doing.
Why are we talking about time travel? The de-aging. That was why. I remembered. Yeah. We're back on track.
I feel like time travel just kind of keeps coming up. Just like we can't really get away from it.
Okay. Stop making notes about time travel and we'll get away from it.
I think time's interesting.
Do you?
I wish I could.
Season 1 would beg to differ.
No, I don't like time loops.
I don't like that particular type of time. You're a time racist. You only like your own special type of time.
I'm a time bigot, yeah. I agree.
I feel like we should watch Time Cop.
Which one's that?
With Van Damme.
I don't remember.
And he gets in the car on the track, and it goes back in time. And when he gets back in time, he's not in the car anymore.
Yeah, and also that's right. There was a big issue. Yeah,
drives into a wall, and then he's back in time. Classic.
Later.
He does the splits to avoid being electrocuted in his kitchen.
I watched this movie with my son, and early on. Like his buddy mentions that his dad was deported, and my son asked me what deportation was, and I got way too in depth about deportation.
You radicalized your son.
Yeah, I didn't know how to stop. I didn't know how to do a Band-Aid version. Like, how do you do it?
I think you're just turning into me, which is a bummer for you.
What do you mean?
I mean, I couldn't. I would dump out all of the
Well, I went into the whole invisible line thing and how it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And how I'm like, I don't believe in countries. I'm like, it definitely went out of control.
I love that.
I just don't know how to make it more simple.
I like to imagine him in school, spouting off some of the shit that you said, and his teacher just what the fuck is happening with this kid?
I don't know. All my lessons just come back to just be a nice person to people. So it's still just the golden rule.
I mean, that's a good lesson.
But yeah, I don't know how to explain things to my kid anymore.
Yeah.
I think he's got straight A's in school, so he's doing something right.
All right.
Maybe his mom's doing it. I don't know.
Maybe he's a good forger.
Yeah. There's also that.
Which I'd be impressed with.
I think that he's learning the book smarts. And then with me, we're building a wrestling ring. So he's getting the street tough smarts.
First you dug a pond.
Yeah.
Now a wrestling ring.
Yeah.
With a mattress that you sleep on at work sometimes in your work apartment.
Yeah.
How's your work apartment coming, by the way?
We're about to have a sectional couch in there because we're replacing mine because we broke it because That's why we're building the wrestling ring outside, because we broke the couch.
You broke the couch, yeah.
It's not even a year old, and we already broke it in three different areas. So my fiance kicked us out, and she's getting a new couch right now, and that one's going to go to the shop, and it's going to live there. I already got the approval of the 2 new managers. It's going to be great.
Sure.
And we're going to make it, and it's going to quickly become a no girls allowed room. Like, we're going to make the sign and everything.
Put up a sign with, like, the backwards R.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
There's only one female there right now.
So she's allowed in. She's allowed in.
Oh, no homers.
Yeah, one girl. One is allowed.
Yeah, that's not true. There's 3. I don't know
So
why.
there you go.
I don't know why I lied to everybody.
Huh.
I'm a liar.
You're trying to trick us into thinking that you work somewhere else. You're trying to throw us off the scent of where you work.
I work all kinds
What
of
toilet
places.
hospital you work at?
Not a toilet doctor. That's not what just plumbing is.
Are you sure?
Hang on. There was a part in this movie when he's going through the water main.
Yeah.
And then he has to go up the little avenue thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not in a high pressure line. You would never put a saddle down in there like that.
That's what I thought.
Like, it wouldn't happen. And I'm like, oh, visually for the movie that you would need.
It needs
you need
to make sense. It has
you need to
like,
see it. But no, I mean, like, it would never stub down into the pipe like that. Just so everyone knows, this movie is not correct. This movie's not real.
What's funny is, like, movies and, like, even, like, newspapers reporting, if you are, like, an expert in something and you read an article about the thing that you're an expert in, you're guaranteed to be furious. It's always wrong.
Yeah.
They don't consult people.
Well, no, I thought, like,
and then
the inside of the pipe looked
believe.
right, because I'm like, oh, it's got the scale build up and whatever. And then when they came to that part, I'm like, oh, that's not right.
Oh, so mostly it's right.
Nobody cares, though. Nobody cared. I still wrote it down.
I'll just cut that out.
I still wrote it down that I'm fucking smart now.
I'll just go ahead and cut
just
that
right
part
now.
out.
And that's why we're building the wrestling ring. And it's not one mattress, it's several. We're collecting old mattresses. So if you have a twin mattress, well, it stays outside. Who cares?
Why don't you get like a wrestling mat?
Go
on top of the mattresses.
First off, that will happen when I put the plywood down.
No.
You have to have the base of the mattresses.
The mattresses can't be the base because you want that cushioning.
You want the spring.
The base is the plywood.
And then you do thin plywood, and then you do the
It's just going to break.
Mat. No, it won't.
It will.
Not the
if
way
you're
I'm
slamming
designing
people? You don't know.
I do.
Yeah, right.
Listen, we're going to have stills of this wrestling ring coming up here soon. I gotta put the posts in.
All right. Is it going to be covered or open to the elements?
Open to the elements. We don't care that much.
Well, I don't know, man. It's those mattresses are going to get gross if they're getting wet. You know?
But they're going to be buried. Who cares?
Well, they're going to be buried.
Oh yeah.
Whoever buys your house next has a real job cut out for them.
No, it's going to be great. I'm just going to like will it to my sister.
You're like, I'll just die there. It'll be fine.
She's got to deal with all that shit. Like, I already have no, I can't talk about that. Can't talk about the bunker.
Oh, Jesus. Nope. No, we'll save it for off air.
Okay.
Let's talk about this movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. We watched something.
So I think this is a really cool. What's interesting, I think, is like there were a lot of problems. People had a lot of issues with like Marvel movies doing things too similar, you know. And I think this one is like breaks that mold like a lot, even though I do think it does like check off a lot of the tropes that we have. But I think I still think it's very original and it's very interesting and very different from a lot of those movies, you know?
Yeah, for being a character that, I mean, I didn't want to watch this. I love Paul Rudd, but when this first came out, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Ant-Man, like just the guy that gets small.
Same.
And really, when it comes down to it, they did a great job with a character that seems like his power is pretty weak, all things considered.
Yeah.
And really, it's the whole reason that they bring back, half the Avengers later, or I'm sorry, half of all beings later. But it's such a good stealth tool. It is such a strong ability.
There's so much to it
that you just you kind of overlook. It's like if I had to pick one super ability or whatever. At first, I'd pick invisibility because I'm a pervert and sneak up on people. And then I realized, oh, wait, no, I would just be super fast because it's basically like being invisible, but you can get around a lot faster. So it kind of changed. But it's similar to the Shrink, to what he can do. The Ant-Man.
You can only go so fast without like injuring yourself.
I guess I could run in circles for a while
and injure yourself.
I mean, maybe
if you get up to like fast enough, it's going to like the friction of the air is going
what
to
I'm
hurt
trying
you.
to get at is
it's
it's basically
your
like
skin
being
off like
invisible. It's another version of that.
I don't know. You got to sell me on this.
Okay, well, if you don't know, then you don't fucking know.
No, I know. I was lying.
Bastard. No, but I agree that they made this movie pretty entertaining.
Well, and on the face of it, it is like, oh, he's a guy who can get small. But then when you add in the factor of like, oh no, he can punch really hard. He's still really strong at that size. Like that makes a difference.
Yeah.
So I think it takes what could be like a 2-dimensional character and adds like something more interesting to it.
I think that choosing Paul Rudd, that everyone just loves, was a guarantee that this movie was going to be a success. And I wonder if you used somebody else, if it would have landed as well.
I think it depends. I think it could have. I think it could have, depending on who it was.
I couldn't think of anybody that would pull it off.
You know who I think could have been good in the role is the guy who played Night Owl in Watchmen.
Okay,
I think he could have been good as a little less jokey, but like a still fun. Like I don't know if he's necessarily Scott Lang or if he would be a better like Hank Pym Ant-Man, but like I think he would be a good Ant-Man.
Hank Pym.
I think he'd be a good Ant-Man for sure. I like him.
And that raises one of my notes. A question in one of my notes. Would you be Hank Pym or would you be Howard Stark? If you had to pick one of them. I know, right?
Stark seems like such an asshole.
Well, with the younger one,
and his son is an asshole.
Pilot. No, well, you're not going to be Tony.
No, but
Tony.
he's Tony's father. Like
I know,
that's your kid, the spoiled, shitty kid.
Yeah, but I mean, so is Hank's spoiled, shitty, lost kid.
I don't think she is.
Oh, that bob haircut? Yeah,
just because you don't like her haircut.
Yeah, right. Didn't see Tony's hair looking like that.
No, he just wore bell bottoms for some reason.
What? Tony?
Bell bottom suits.
That's right.
Fucking awful.
Why did it? Why were his pants boot? Why did he have a suit that had boot cut pants?
I would rather go to a business meeting wearing that Hope Van Dyne wig than those pants. Like I would look like less of a fool wearing that wig.
I don't know, but
I walk in, gentlemen.
Hank Pym's such a fucking asshole. Though.
He really is.
I'd be him.
I'd be him.
Of course you would.
Well,
all right. So that means that I'm Howard.
No,
and we hang out, but we don't.
No, you're Dr. Erskine who dies.
Which one's that?
He's the one who makes Captain America and gets shot.
Why do I got to be him?
He drinks all the schnapps and doesn't let it.
Yeah. Hang on. Why is that the only other option?
Because you're dead now. That's why.
God.
I mean, I guess Stark is dead now, too. Yeah. Bucky kills you.
That's cool.
I just mean, like, I feel like you would have a child who would wear a bootcut suit, is what I'm saying.
I'm wearing bootcut pants right now.
Yeah.
But I got boots.
But you wear boots.
Yeah.
You got your cowboy boots. You pretend aren't cowboy boots.
These ones aren't cowboy boots.
No, they are.
No, they're not. Look how short they are.
They're cowboy ankle boots.
They're anklet boots.
Anklet boots. Oh, jeez.
Show off my anklets.
I love how so much of these like movies, they're all like based around the idea of people not being able to replicate someone else's scientific breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like so many of them. Like that feels like it should have been a trope too, you know? Because like everyone's trying to copy the arc reactor, the Iron Man suit. Everyone's trying to copy the super soldier serum.
Everyone's trying to improve their armor.
I wonder if there was a phrase we could use as like a, like a shorthand. Maybe make some upgrades. But like, no, that is like so much of it. And like everyone's trying to replicate like the Hulk serum or whatever, the gamma rays, like all that stuff. All these characters are like, I had an experiment that went right, but somehow no one else can do it.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that they're like, oh, it's the Wasp. Or no, I'm sorry, not the Wasp, the Yellow Jacket.
The Yellow Jacket.
Why did it have to be another insect? Like, okay, I mean, Ant-Man, like, first off, no one knew if Ant-Man was real.
Yeah, he was a spy.
It was just
he was literally a spy.
So why in the fuck did you have to make it another insect?
Because that guy's a fucking hack. I don't know.
Why didn't they make it like a little elephant or something? Like it's just a guy with an elephant mask with the tusk and the trunk that like is the third arm and it can do stuff. Like, wouldn't that make more sense than
grab it?
Yeah, like why? I just don't understand. Like, I mean, all right, if you want to keep it in the animal kingdom, make it something that's not like, I don't know. There's no improvements off the ant. The ant's hang on. I don't know why I said that. Ants are great, though. I will say, like, being a little kid, like it's one of the few insects that you're like, oh, I don't care if there's an ant on me.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I remember thinking ants were neat. Yeah. I remember my sister. This is such a fucking dumb story. I don't know why I'm telling it, but I'm telling it. Me and my sister, when we were, me and my sister, when we were kids, would dig like a little swimming pool for ants. We'd fill it up with water and pretend like the ants were gonna go swim there. Children.
Okay. This has been Ant Talk with Zach. Zach exclusively.
Look, it's ant chat. Get it right. Male ants are called uncles. So I think that, like, to your point about like the Yellow Jacket thing, I think that like the movie works a lot better if Darren doesn't get into the Yellow Jacket suit at the end. I think if he's just this bad guy, like almost like a Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2, but like, Obadiah didn't need to get into the suit. He's a better villain if he doesn't get into the suit.
Yep.
Like Darren is a better villain if he doesn't get into the suit. It's just more interesting,
Who gets in the suit then?
I don't know that anyone needs to get into the suit.
No, oh yeah, you got to. You got to for the final battle.
But that's
scene.
so stupid.
That battle scene with the Thomas the Tank.
That's cool.
Was badass.
That's cool. And also I think the fight in the suitcase is actually really cool too. But actually that's reminiscent of the newer X-Men movies when Quicksilver is like, he has a scene in every one of them where he just goes super fast or everything, and it's they're all always really great scenes.
But apparently he might hurt himself from running that fast.
Well, no, he's a mutant. You're not.
No, I'd be a mutant.
Nope.
In that setting,
you just have the power. That's all.
Be a mutant.
No mutant.
I would definitely run through people like
he's Magneto's son.
Like
you're not.
Like in The Brothers, or what was it?
The Boys?
The Boys, yeah. I would definitely run through people.
The Boys is so good.
But why did on the Hornet, or what was it? The Wasp? What was it called? The Yellow Jacket? Why did they have the pricker things that shot lasers? Why were they sharp if they shot lasers?
Probably so he could, when he ran out of laser juice, he could stab someone with them. I don't fucking know. It's goofy.
I was watching Planet of Dinosaurs last night.
Okay.
And they kept talking about their lasers. Like they had 4 lasers, they kept losing them, but the lasers wouldn't do anything. And I kept going, oh, they're low on crystal, because there was just a crystal at the end of it. It looked like a lube injector with a crystal at the end, and they wouldn't do anything.
You just call it a caulk gun. Why couldn't it just be a caulk gun? Why'd you have to say lube injector? What is the fuck? No, but that's the thing in movies where like
a lube injector.
For some reason, lasers are related to crystals, which I think they are in a way, but not in the way that they make it look like in movies. Like in fucking Congo, at the very end, they find all these diamonds, and one of them picks up a diamond, jams it into their laser gun, and shoots a satellite out of the fucking sky.
I love that they were cutting monkeys apart with lasers. First off, can we watch Congo?
I mean, it's truly terrible.
I think it is, but that one scene when they're cutting a gorilla in half with the laser, it's, I don't know.
It's a really, really stupid movie.
It really makes you think about what a cooked gorilla would smell like, doesn't it?
Smell like burnt hair. Like, I don't know. Look. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do this show with you anymore.
Okay. We don't do the elephant. We don't do the elephant outfit. We don't do the elephant. We do a gorilla.
No.
Do you have the strength of the gorilla?
Yeah, of course. But no, here's what you do. You don't do the gorilla, you don't do the elephant. you put on the suit and you shrink down into a tiny VHS copy of Congo.
And you just live
You have
there?
all the strength of the movie and the diamond lasers. But someone didn't rewind you, so you're really only like that scene where they find the laser
I
at the
guess I'm
end.
still confused. What do you do with that ability? You show people the movie? Like you?
Well, if they can rewind, but otherwise,
pick it up and carry it to a VCR.
No, you hop into the VCR yourself,
and then you play it.
Yeah, that's right.
Repeatedly,
and you die. It's one time. That's it. So no rewinding.
Oh, so you just. So you really got to choose your victim.
That's right.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything to them. They just watch Congo.
I was gonna say, I can't remember anything about Congo except for that gorilla
sesame cake
being cut in half.
You don't remember the guy shouting, "Why are you eating my sesame cake?" It's wild.
No,
it's a very bad movie.
No.
So I like that this is obviously it's an origin story. Because it's about Scott Lang becoming Ant-Man. Ant-Man becomes part of the Avengers later, whatever. So it's it's the origin of that character. But I like that it's Scott Lang isn't the first Ant-Man. I like that there's a history of this Ant-Man prior. The whole Pym thing. I think that's really interesting, and it makes this a more multifaceted movie, and it needs to be really.
It's like how there's a Superman, and then later there's a super dog.
No, that's stupid.
Oh.
I know that's a thing, but it's stupid.
I didn't know what you were getting at.
Well, I said it was stupid.
Oh, well, this movie's not dumb.
No, this one's good, but there is a super dog movie coming out.
Why would he need the cape? So is that so you know he's super?
It's cool. What do you mean?
Is it on his
Superman doesn't need the cape either. It was his blankie.
Yeah, it kind of makes him a bitch.
Right, he's flying around with his blankie. He's the Linus of fucking the Justice League.
Yeah, my son asked me today, he thought he was being clever. He's like, so if Superman's made of steel, are his balls made of steel? And I was like, yeah. And that was it. I was like, yeah, son, would it be edgy? I like
that you and I both would have the shitty answer for the kid, but my answer would have just been, he's not. He's not made of steel.
No, he's not. Man of steel.
Right. He's just
Actually, my response was, yeah, that's why Batman always punched him in the nose.
Huh. Dude, steel balls, but not a steel nose.
I really got out of it with a fucking conundrum.
It's a bad answer. They're all bad answers.
But speaking of punching people in the face, I do like that Hank Pym came back to his rival and said, how's your face? That only works with physical violence, by the way.
Yeah.
If you punch someone in the face, you'd be like, oh, how's your face?
Yeah.
Or, he was like, how's retirement? How's your face? But, what if you emotionally damage someone? You couldn't be like, how's your feelings? Doesn't work.
I mean, you should try it.
Or, if you, I don't know, if you really, I don't know.
What if they got,
them off real hard? You could be like, how's your dick?
What if they got, a bad facelift? Could you say, how's your face then?
I mean, you should. Anyone who gets a facelift should be like, "What's up with your face? Why is it
Why do you
looking
look
like
a
that?"
cat?
I don't like it.
No,
I don't. Weird. No one get a facelift. It's weird. Every single one looks wrong. Every Botox injection looks wrong. Please stop doing it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get why people think it looks good. It doesn't.
Well, you don't know.
That being said, I'm going to get ass implants. I just want to have a big
old
butt.
You get that lube injector in your butt? Is that what it's called?
I want to say sassy things and then walk away with a big old ass. That's my goal in life.
I think you just need custom pants with pillows in the butt.
I don't want to, not like Hank Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
His gluteal implant.
I don't know. There's something about having a big old badonk. I think you could get away with shit. Although I feel like people would want to have sex with you more, though.
I want you to wear those sweatpants from the early 2000s that say juicy on the butt.
Yeah, well, once they get the button play.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But here's the thing, though.
Do you think men would oogle me more, though?
More? Yeah. Or just differently?
I don't know. I kind of don't. I don't like people. And I think one of the reasons is when you're attractive, you just don't know when people are just hitting on you or being your buddy. You know?
No, I just.
You ever had that?
I just don't know when people are hitting on me ever. I've never known. I've never in my life known that a woman was interested in me in any way.
No.
I've never known.
I always assume they are when they're speaking to me. I'm like, that's the problem.
You're like, no reason she'd talk to me otherwise.
Like, no, but
I'm
that's
a
just
jackass.
people in general. Whenever someone's talking to me, I'm like, well, are you into me? Is that what this is?
Hey.
Like, I don't like it. That's
Just
why
doing this podcast, just a long con.
I just want people to go away because I think they're going to molest me at some point.
So I think the real question is, do you have to have the big butt in order to wear the juicy pants, or does putting on the juicy pants confer the big butt? The chicken or the egg kind of situation.
You show it off.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, if you put the pants on, do you then get the juicy butt? Like, does it come from the pants?
No.
How do you know?
No.
Have you worn them?
You get the juicy butt, and then you go, man, I got a juicy butt. I need to get these pants.
What if instead we called it a juicy rump? Would you feel better about it?
I think that's by definition what it is. A big old rump. Man, I just think my life would improve if I had a big old butt.
Well, I hope you get one someday.
Yeah, I just got this
white... you're getting married soon. That's a wedding present.
I just got this white butt.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
You can barely even sit on it.
Not a smart butt. Like your iPhone for a butt. Wow. I love this, like, the training montage with the ants is really fun. Mm-hmm. I love the heist. I love the cast of characters. His, like, buddies. Michael Pena is awesome. Like, there's so much good character stuff in this.
What is the Russian thief in besides Prisoners?
He is in Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
he's the guy that shoots.
Yeah, he is the guy that shoots.
Okay, that was it. Thank you.
So, who do you think is the better villain, Darren Cross or Obadiah Stane? Who's the better villain? Who would you rather see come back in a sequel?
Obadiah.
Yeah.
I would like to see Obadiah. I just wish he wouldn't have gotten the suit. I think he would have been a great reoccurring villain had he not gotten that.
That's one of the
suit.
things that comic books do really well, where they have these, like, guys that, like, they keep having schemes. Like, it's like they keep having things that get foiled to the point where they, like, go to jail or, like, something happens, but they never get killed off or disappear entirely.
I love the idea of him just being a billionaire who just keeps getting away with it because he can use
like Lex Luthor, yeah.
Yeah, like he can just exactly like Lex Luthor, where he can just keep using the system to not get punished.
Yeah,
like he just uses his money and basically pays muscle to defeat their opponents.
And the nature of comic books is that they go on forever, basically, and so they can't keep killing off villains, you know. Because then they run out of people, or they have to keep coming up with stupider and stupider ones, you know?
Yeah. Why? I mean, obviously this is fiction, but that gun that he used that turned you into a drop of goop, why did it pulsate?
So
why did it have to pulsate?
I don't know, because...
was that the heartbeat?
I don't know, it was gross. But, like, I don't think the gun was meant to turn you into goop. I think that was meant to shrink you, but his thing was just bad. He just did a bad job.
And he does make a comment about how they're still whatever.
Working out the kinks, I guess.
Yeah, but I didn't like the pulsation goop.
No, it was gross. It was gross. Looking over my notes here.
Want to do tropes? Want to
start
some tropes?
Yeah, go ahead. Hop into them.
All right. We got tropes. Oh, do you want me to keep going?
Yes, hop into one.
Oh, hop into one?
What's wrong with you?
Let's do the last one then. We're just going to do one willy-nilly. Yeah.
William-nilliam.
Let's go backwards. We'll do Bizarro Villain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Of course. And this is the one that bugged me. Get it?
Get it?
This is one of the ones that bugged me.
This is the one that elephanted me.
Because I think, like I said before, like, I think Darren is a great villain on his own. I think he would have been a great adversary, you know? Like, I think Ant-Man going up against this corporation and, like, all that kind of stuff, I think that's enough. He doesn't need to fight the Yellow Jacket guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a bummer.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting because, like, Iron Man continues to do the same thing throughout his movies. Like, it's somebody who worked with him or his father or, you know, someone who has his same technology or that kind of thing.
Even after his death.
They keep doing that. But, like, with this one,
Mysterio.
the sequel to Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp is there is some like of Hank Pym's past in it, but the character, the villain, isn't like, you know, another Ant-Man, another person who can shrink down and in a suit and like, you know, because that just gets boring. But I think in the sequels they've done better with it after Iron Man. That is,
yes.
You know.
Right.
So going in reverse order, number 8, introduce new hero character. I said no.
No, I mean everyone was.
They're all just main characters. Yeah, there was no like side person. I don't even remember what the like post credits on it was.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. I probably should.
I watched it. I don't remember what it was. I think it was something setting up. Oh, it was something with like
Wasp,
Falcon.
Oh, okay.
Like I know a guy. It was like setting up the Civil War thing. It was like Falcon and Cap with Bucky setting up Civil War.
And that leads into it, but I do love the face-off that they had when he opens his mask. Hi, I'm Scott, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
like, He just, you can tell Scott just doesn't know how to handle it and wants to be a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's why even though he's, you know, not a thief, he's a quote-unquote burglar.
Yeah.
Like he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy, and that's the thing where it's like, oh, he was a thief. It's like the fucking Office Space thing he does, basically.
Yeah. Just rounding the numbers.
Yeah, but like it was not like he didn't do anything bad. Like they were overcharging people, and he got the people back their money. He did something good. He was a Robin Hood, and that's how they kind of set up these characters as like he was in jail, so he's bad, but really he's good. Like it's that kind of, you know.
But number 7 reveals identity. Yeah, Falcon.
All the time. He's telling everyone who the fuck he is. Yeah.
I know what you're going to answer for number 6, and I still say no.
Okay.
Because she's not dead.
Who?
Wasp.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, you're not?
The impactful death is Antony.
Oh,
his aunt that he bonds with.
Damn, you're right.
And that drives him forward in that final mission.
I watched this twice. The first time I didn't take any notes, so I had to watch it again. But yeah, I forgot thinking that moment that,
I hadn't checked it off until then.
God dang it. You were
right. But even knowing like that, like Pym's wife isn't actually dead, we think she is at this point. But that's not, for impactful death, I just look for Scott, you know, how it affects the main character.
Okay.
So that wasn't an impactful death for him. Yeah. But Antony sure was. Number 5, will they, won't they?
Of course.
Of course.
Of courses.
And I say they will.
Then they kiss at the end.
Woo! Charismatic hero? Of course fucking...
It's Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is so charismatic. I love him. He can't not be charismatic. It's, you know...
It's in his nature.
You know, Paul Rudd is the same age as Wilford Brimley was in... what's that movie with the aliens?
Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he got deported.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Get it.
Number 3.
Journey
of self-discovery. I say yes.
Yes.
Dead parents, who knows?
Well, yeah, what did you say to that?
I said no, because who knows? It's not it's irrelevant. Kind of like in Hulk, it's irrelevant, so it's a no. And then Science Gone Wrong.
Well, yeah,
I say yes.
Yeah, for the bad guy.
Yeah, I said yes.
That's the whole premise, is that we can't let this science get out.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much to these movies about like the scientist who comes up with this breakthrough and does the thing and blah blah blah, and he's got to keep it out of the wrong hands because they want to militarize it. And like there's so many of these that are like, it almost feels like it should have been a trope that we did, that like there's supposed to be an army of this person, but they only got one, so now they're a superhero. Mm-hmm. You know, like that's fucking Cap. That's Iron Man. That's you know.
I don't like that Hank downplays at one point. He goes, "This isn't the Iron Man suit," where it's just, you're like, wait, the Iron Man suit is pretty impactful. Like that that is a big deal.
No, but
that's why the second movie they're trying to get their hands on it.
I like how like dismissive of Stark.
Yeah.
Pym is. He's like, fuck this guy. I'm better the scientist than him. Like he's just. It's
Which
so
is
good.
True. Like Tony. Yeah. I mean, like Stark was good. I'm sorry.
Howard.
Howard was good, but Tony's the genius.
Tony's much better. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. But you know that comes from being born rich and having all those opportunities, and like you know, you see it because like in Iron Man 2, like the Russian is like he didn't have that, and he just gets bitter, and even though he's like a brilliant like scientist and could do all this same stuff as Tony. It just doesn't work out the same. I love a good heist.
No, I knew you were gonna say that, and I was gonna comment about how much I want a heist van. Like I want a
Pretty
van.
sure you have one.
Well, no, that's a kidnapping.
Didn't think
van.
about that, did you?
That's not a heist. That's a kidnapper van. But no, I want like a fucking truck that like the old school Ninja Turtle ones has computers in it and shit. Like I'm like,
You just gotta put your computer
hack
in it.
into the system. No, I don't want to bring like a laptop in there on a desk. I want the whole system.
I mean, you could just make it look like that, and it actually just be your laptop powering it all.
I guess you're right. I can make shit out of cardboard. I've done it before.
Or plywood. Paint it, make it look real.
That'd be heavy. I don't want to waste gas.
Well, no,
I just
you get
want
like
the cardboard. All right, fine. So
it's just gonna fall apart. You put your coffee cup down, it falls through it. You spill your coffee, it's gonna fuck everything up.
The cardboard's only weakness. It's liquid.
Coffee. Cardboard's only weakness.
Yeah.
As you're drinking coffee out of a cardboard cup.
Yeah. Oh, don't say it. It explodes. It goes everywhere.
And now we're dead, and the show is over.
Yeah.
Somehow it got posted still.
Well, I don't know. I think it's a hit.
So,
I give it one big thumbs up because I do reviews now.
Oh.
Yeah, big thumbs up.
I'm the big thumb guy, and I give it one big thumb.
Whatever happened to foam fingers? Are they still a thing?
Yeah. My son has one.
Is a big thumbs up?
No, it's the number one.
Will you get me one?
No, we got it at a Pacers game. It says #1 Pacers fan.
No, I'm saying, like, will you get me, like, big thumbs up?
No, I won't.
Why?
And I won't let you get one on your own.
Well, I'll put it on when the movie's been good to me. And then
okay.
I'll go, hey, big thumbs up. Foam fingers.
Oh, yeah. Now I feel like I have to get it for you.
Thank you.
Legally, I'm required to.
Thank you.
So in the same way, talking about when we talked about the in Captain America, all the technology that they had back then, I think it's really interesting that there were so many like superhero level people in the past that were all like spies or soldiers. Like, didn't any of them want to help people and have a problem with authority? Like, how are they all soldiers and spies and none of them are like vigilantes on their own?
I think we just didn't focus on them.
I don't know.
I think there's plenty of movies out there.
Like
Marvel,
I
mean, not movies. I think there's plenty of characters out there.
Like the Shadow Hair. Remember the Shadow Hair?
I mean, sure.
Do you remember the Shadow Hair?
What that is?
The Shadow Hair was the real life superhero in Cincinnati who would like patrol downtown.
Oh, why? Cincinnati's lost. It's like fucking Gotham.
I mean, that was like 15 years ago.
It's just gone.
I want to track down the Shadow Hair. I'd love to like make a documentary about the Shadow Hair.
Well, we don't know his identity.
Oh, we'll find him.
Oh, is it you?
Don't tell. No.
Oh, is that why you're so interested?
No.
I'd only be interested if it was me.
I would just walk around with my police baton that I have.
My fiance was very upset
Excalibur.
because she tried to show me a picture of something, and I go, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about photos unless I'm in them. This is breaking information. No one cares about photos unless they're in them. See? You can't even deny it. You gotta love to look at yourself. That's why I carry the mirrors.
How many of these did you get? How many did you say yes to?
How many mirrors? I got them in every room.
Tropes.
Every room. Oh. I got 7 out of 9.
Hey, me too.
Wow. We should be friends.
I don't know if I
with
go
benefits.
that far. All right, so we got a 78.77778%.
Mark
so
it
we got.
down.
I marked it
Down.
I marked it up. So yeah, like pretty trope heavy, but still a pretty original movie. Like for, checking off 7 out of 9, it's surprisingly original.
Okay.
I don't know what the next movie is. What's the next movie?
I have no fucking idea.
You don't know until I say it.
I'm just gonna sit here patiently.
Oh, so interesting. This is the only movie in Marvel Phase 2 that we do at all. That's it.
We talked about
it's the only one in Phase 2. But Phase 2 is significantly shorter than Phase 3. Wow, Phase 3 is long. There's a lot in there. But you get a lot of group stuff.
Oh,
and
no. I bet you it's Black Panther.
No, it's Doctor Strange, actually.
Oh, okay.
Which I really like Doctor Strange. I think it's...
I've only seen it once.
I think it's a great introduction to the more, like, mystical parts of Marvel. Like Guardians take you to the more like galactic, like the interstellar spacey stuff, which is cool. And then Doctor Strange opens up the more like magical, mystical stuff, which is playing pretty heavily into the current situation in the MCU, which I don't know if you've seen.
No.
You haven't seen Spider-Man yet?
I saw the Batman. I did not see Spider-Man yet.
Spider-Man was really good and fun and a lot of cool stuff. You might hate it, actually.
Oh, because it's fun?
No, some of the stuff they do, you might hate.
Oh, because I didn't watch the first ones?
No, I don't think that's why. But you didn't watch the Spider-Man movies?
No.
I'm not talking Toby.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the Garfield ones.
But you've seen all the Tom Hollands. You've seen all the MCU ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's really good, actually. Yeah, in Phase 3 we have Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and then Captain Marvel, and then we do one movie in Phase 4, and it's
Black Widow.
Which, have you seen Black Widow?
Nope, haven't seen Captain Marvel either.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. I don't think they treated the character very well. We'll see. This will be my second viewing of it when we do it. But yeah,
we'll talk about it when we get there. Then
hey, why don't we get there when we get there, buddy? Ha 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 ha. All right, you want to wrap this bad boy up?
Do it.
All right. One big thumb up from us, and thanks for listening this week. Tell your friends about us. All of them, every single one. And be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you like what we do, you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us online at KeystoneCopycats.com. We're at Keystone Copycats on Instagram and Facebook, and at Keystone Copycat on Twitter. If you got something to say, you can email us at KeystoneCopycats@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 513-239-7682. We'd love to hear people's opinions on Marvel movies, and if they have any other tropes and cliches they want to hear about. We're interested. Don't forget to check out Sinclarity, a Dinosaur's Tale every Friday. And until next time, I'm going to be Zach, and he's going to be...
Please.
And then we'll see you sometime. Maybe, I guess, whatever.
Bye.